What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more Age of Wonders Planetfall. Okay, so picking up where we left off last time, I have a lot of little things to go over. A lot of things that kind of are exciting and cool. Little details I didn't notice last time we were playing. I want to start with Tapples. Let's check on this guy. So, Tapples already comes with 3 augments, which is super cool, and this one is unique. It's a pug personality matrix. So, shaped like a flower, this chip created by Fang Zhang enhances Tapple's jolly nature and grants it the high morale aura, which increases the morale of friendly biological or cyborg units adjacent to Tapple's by 400. Additionally, this mod grants the unit plus 2, I think this is considered shields. So he has 2 shields from that. He also has interlocking armor, which makes him resistant to being staggered. It gives him 2 kinetic resistance, and also gives him straight up just 1, I think this is called armor. Yep. And then he also has the improved combat sensors, which gives him another armor. Makes him 20% harder to hit, so a type of evasion, and he gains detection. In addition, this unit's scanner range on the strategic map is increased by 2 hexes. So he's amazing. Awesome little guy. And something I didn't notice, if you look on top of him, he's got the little flower. So the pug personality matrix is just straight up on top. Very cool little detail, and I love that type of thing. Actually, also, I wanted to see, this is something else I noticed. Every little unit, everything in the game has its own description, and some of these are really cool, and they kind of fill out the lore. I've been sort of reading them. I wanted to read just a few of them with you guys, and I think if you're going to care about this game at all, you've got to care a little bit about the lore. Otherwise, it's just kind of a slightly boring 4X game with some decent combat. But I think the narrative being driven here is somewhat interesting, and I think the deeper lore might be interesting as well. So, if you'd like to take a second, you're welcome to pause it and read it yourself. Some of these are pretty cool, and they kind of explain what the units are. And yeah, I just think it's a really cool design choice. So, I think in the last episode, I was building a colonizer. I'm not sure exactly where I was going to take over, but now I've decided to take over Ascent Peaks. I think that's a good location for us. Mostly because I want this Cosmite Spectral Rift. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. So I want as much Cosmite as I can because I'm starting to understand the value of being able to modify our units, making them just significantly stronger than others. We're going to add Tapples to this Army of Jack. I just noticed it's kind of the name of this. But we're going to add it to her army, Zhang's army, and we're also going to add the colonizer, and then we're going to use her army to scoot up here and come into this place. Another minor detail that I've noticed, if you'll check out the border here, it's kind of like we own this. And I'm not sure, is it just because we took out this like special location that it kind of gives us some sort of like tangential ownership of this place? But I was expecting next turn, I think we grow here. We grow here, but I don't know if we can annex this place from Danlian because of this weird little, area here. We're not actually touching. So if we're going to annex this place, we need to do it through Cool, which I think we will do. So what I'm thinking right now is I'm trying to do the build food sectors, get 3 food exploitation sectors owned, and I think we're going to do that in this area up here. Certainly these 2 locations, once we're finally able to knock those out. And then if we set up a colony here, we should be able to take this place. This has no food production whatsoever. It is kind of a desert though. Yeah, I just feel like if I pull a colony here in Black Moon Summit, I'm going to be a bit stuck between a rock and a hard place right next to the dwellings here, which is owned by the Paragon. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now.
There is no obstacle I cannot pass through with my harmonic phase modulator. Matter doesn't matter. Who would suppose that substance is merely 2 waveforms in alignment? Tech Oilar, Void Tech Line Patrol.
Okay. Very cool. So that gives us the Phase Walker modulator. So it's another type of evasion that we can add to our units, which I like a lot. And we can annex someone. And we're going to annex right here, Quiet Willows. So that's where we're sending our boy Jack. It's going to take him a few turns to get there, but let's go ahead and end the turn. If you see, if we click here, yeah, this little weird lip area is what's messing us up. See how far our colonizer can move. Yeah, that's it. That's as far as we can go. So let's maybe move here. And then we'll ingratiate them in the next turn and make our third colony. Here, however, let's get as far as we possibly can. And we're going to come over here and knock this place out as well. But we do need some more units to get built. We're almost done with our military skirmisher barracks. And then we'll see what we can build after that. No reason to rush into production. What is the power of these places? So that's 480 colony militia power. I would like to get that up into the 700 so we can't just get attacked by random little squads of stuff. Our influence appears to be dropping. So this is something else I wanted to do. I should have done this last turn before I changed turns. But let's go into diplomacy and talk to Hui Zhang and let's negotiate. So we have the option to make a non-aggression pact and to even do some open borders, allow people to move between us. I don't really want to do that, but let's just see if they'll take this. It says trade analysis fair deal for you. So part of our mission right now is to try and get an alliance with these guys. And let's say if we get any other options now that we are currently more friendly with them. So the next step would be a defensive pact. We have to wait 3 turns before we can try and get that. Otherwise, we can try and ask them for cities and things like that, but we're not going to do any of that. I haven't messed with pronouncements yet. We can spend some of our influence to compliment them. Sure, let's go ahead and do that just to see how it works. Are you sure you want to compliment this player? Complimenting the other player costs 10 of our influence and will improve their opinion of you by 100. Yes. Hello, Jack Elder. I'm glad to hear from you again. Your message came as a pleasant surprise. You should know my people regard you with much respect. This is eerily reminiscent of flipping Donald Trump getting large envelopes from North Korea. Ugh. And thinking it's the best thing in the world. Anyway, so annexing that next turn, I think we can reach it next turn. And then it'll probably be 2 turns until we make it there. Maybe 3 before we drop the actual colonizer itself. So they're demanding something from us. They are demanding some of our power. And we have plenty. Definitely easier than doing a quest. We don't know where the quest is going to take us. It has come to our attention that tribute has not been made. And they'll give us reputation for doing this. I'm cool with that. Simply because, you know, let's just put Tapples in here to make sure Tapples is in a nice safe place. But yeah, I'm cool with doing that.
Production ready.
Because the quests themselves don't give you any actual reward. And we want to keep our influence high. And if we want to, we can even buy another unit from them and further increase our standing with them. Turn 13.
Complete.
Alright, so with this new research, we can replace our old bionics with stronger, more sustainable enhancements. The Paragon thanks you, Jack Gelder. And our reward is some relations bonus. We get extra influence. So we should have a ton of influence this turn. 26, not really a ton, I suppose. Let's get into this group and start moving forward. Coming into here. Start the annexation process. The Paragon own this. Okay. Do they really? Let's see what it says. The sector has already been claimed. Building here causes other commanders to gain a casus belli, 5 points against you, making it easier for them to declare war on you. Independent factions may demand that you ignore their claims. Is there any way to... Mostly dependable and cooperative. I didn't realize they own this. I don't see any indication of that at all. Maybe I'm missing something. They have no buildings here. They have no units here. It says the domain is unowned. Did they just say like, hey, I claim this?
Production
Strange.
ready.
So let's see what we can build now, actually. We can make assault bikes. That's kind of cool. What buildings can we make? So now we're basically just stuck trying to increase the strength of our militia. Let's get some repeater defense turrets. That sounds cool. I think we're going to annex that anyway. I hate to like piss these guys off, but I don't think we have any actual real quest that means we have to keep them happy. Or that says that, rather. And before we build this, let's build another unit for here. We could give ourselves a pug or an assault bike. Let's produce a pug. Let's move it up in the turn order and fill out our roster there. Yeah, I think we're doing good. So, like I said, I would think that if they kind of claim this place already, it would have some sort of significant border that would allow me to know that. But yeah, I can't help but piss them off, I guess. Mine. You know? Like, I don't know what you want. We're gonna take this, and it sucks that it messes up our relations because they like us quite a bit. But maybe we're still peaceful. If we go into diplomacy, can we see how that's affecting us? We're still considered peaceful, and we recently did a quest for them, and we met their demands. So I would think that even with that negative, they still like us a fair amount. But if we're going to accomplish this build food sectors here, we need these 2 locations. We need them badly, actually. I think that's everything. Research is underway. Everyone's building. Love these turn times.
Happiness event in colony.
Due to the happiness of your population, there's a boost in knowledge income. Alright, it's 100% this turn. Man, that's something. Created sector base.
annexed.
Very good. We're going to want to upgrade this for agriculture. And we're going to put this ahead of the defense turrets. Those are mostly just something I think we can build if we're not doing anything.
Happiness
Oh, we had
event
another
in
happiness
colony.
event, and now we have increased production as well. And our reputation has gone down twice. Dwelling shop costs will change. That makes sense. So they're not going to give us the best prices on their stuff anymore. And here, we should be able to make echo walkers now. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds cool. Vanguard Echo Walkers. They're a tier 2 skirmisher unit. They have void blades. Maybe they're more of an infantry, like a tanky infantry unit. Man, I want one. I kind of wish I had one of those instead of the pug being built. But we're going to make one anyway. Eventually. and send that over to Fang up here. So let's come here and found a colony. And then next turn we'll start hitting these places. Actually, this is one of our bros here. We're going to need more influence to ask them to leave. I think we'll have enough by next turn. If I remember right, it was 36 last time. But anyway, guys, let's check this out.
You never need live with regret when you can rewind time, but your age will catch up with you. Rutger Norris, Echo Walker.
So we've unlocked Void Blades as a primary weapon. That sounds cool. And let's see what we have now. So I've just kind of been filling out the entire research tree, but man, I would love to get some cool air units. A gunship? That's a hero equipment. We could put her in a gunship? Oh my god. That sounds awesome. This has buster missiles and aircraft guns. What is this? Drones? Security drones? Are active in the colony's domain. When friendly armies fight in that domain, 2 random drones will aid them in combat. Oh, that's really cool. It's a strategic operation. Okay. These are different types of ammunition and mods. Let's start building our Air Force. That sounds cool. We can also build a Navy at some point. Not that there's any water around here. But yeah, let's kill some bugs, I guess. And we'll do that manually. Remember, the defenders always get to go first. We'll see how they move. Let's check them out real quick. They're in defense mode, so they have increased armor. Alright. So we can take a bit of an angle on them. I don't think any of this stuff explodes. Famous last words. I think their attacks also might be kind of AoE attacks. We're going to move up the most with Jack. We'll grenade this. I think that'll destroy his cover. Actually, it didn't seem to. Well, that sucks. I was hoping to destroy his cover, that way we could, dang it. That way we'd have better lines of sight for everyone else. What we're going to do now is make our turret. Our turret did awesome earlier. I think that was our tutorial. Let's move here and see how we can overwatch. Can we attack it? Yeah, let's just do an attack. And we whiff. Alright, we've grouped up a little bit. I was hoping they wouldn't like come over here and shoot over the wall. That wasn't a thing they could do. But it looks like it absolutely is. And they poisoned us. Alright, we get a little bit of overwatch on these things.
Operations ready.
Let's wait. Okay. We're gonna move up here. Really good defensive spot. And we should be able to kill this thing right now. Oh no, we missed. Can we really shoot at this one way back here? That's crazy. You even have a 30% there. Let's use our drones targeting this time. Yeah, that's much better. Beautiful.
Enemy destroyed.
Shotgunned them. Probably should have moved up a little bit, but I kind of like our defensive position back here. I think if anyone needs to move, it's probably just Jack. And we'll shoot at the one in the back, and we'll use someone else to clean up the ones in the front. Alright, too easy.
Enemy down.
So they're getting right up on Jack, but Jack's regen at the end of combat is unbelievable. So any damage that he takes, he just absolutely sponges it.
Enemy neutralized.
And we kill him, they get like an Overwatch attack. We
They
probably
never
could
stood a
have
chance.
done that without taking any extra damage on him. But that's going to give us a ton of research. Really nice. We need the research. Production development is
There's a way
done.
to do anything. There's also a smarter way to do anything. Trade secrets are often more about a well-trained workforce than a secret sauce. Tony Rubio Strong.
I
Manpower
like how they
and
give this
machine
fictional
motivational
character a
consulting.
nickname. It's ridiculous. Well, let's see what we've unlocked. Echo protocols. Creating limited echo copies of people that can perform actual tasks. One of their respective resource per colonist working it. That seems pretty good. I still don't fully understand the doctrines, I suppose. Let's research this and see if that's something we can make. It seems like it benefits, like, everything. So doctrines, it says we have 5 of them. One of them is active. I'm guessing we can only have one at a time? We have no strategic doctrines. Okay. I don't know how we get more of these. Because I would love to start adding some of these to our groups. Or to our active doctrines, rather. Operation strength determines how effectively you can use special operations against other players. Okay. The fact that it says 0 out of 1 kind of bothers me. I don't understand why that's the case. Next turn we're going to come down here and take out these bugs. We'll have a new colony. We'll annex this place very soon. And they're demanding more energy from us. We'll do that one more time for the reputation. We have quite a bit of cosmite now. We could honestly even build another colonizer. Not 100% sure where we would put it. That's a hazard. Ooh. Okay. I haven't really built anything on a hazard yet. That's another one. It's a biohazard. So our relationship has improved. They're now offering us fanatics and heavy soldiers. Oh, that thing looks awesome. It has a huge upkeep. Combat protocol implants. I mean, we have more mods than we know what to do with right now. And the Fanatic, I think we've seen these guys used before. I think. Actually, no, we haven't. I've actually seen these guys used in my own playthroughs that I've kind of been doing for fun. So we're currently at friendship level with them. And we don't want to spend any of this, even though it would be really sweet to get one of these heavy soldiers. Because I'm going to need it to ask them to leave this cosmite producer. And in the long run, that'll be much more beneficial to us. So we're back up to trustworthy. That's good. And
Incoming
they
communication.
complimented us. Okay. So I don't think it's been 3 turns. So we need to wait 1 more turn before we can try and make a defensive pact with them. That could end up even going terribly for us. Because for all we know, they're dragged into like a million wars that will, you know, affect us. But we're doing good. We're friendly with the Vanguard.
Colony established.
And our new colony is done. So let's get them to building. What are we going to make? We need all sorts of stuff. This place doesn't produce any food at all. So our specialization should be either energy or production. We're going to do production. Because I think we have tier 2 of that we can make. And that's probably all we need to do for right now. We can preemptively make a recreational dome, I guess. Let's go over here and ask them to leave. So I can kindly ask you to withdraw from this location. We don't want to piss them off, really. By courtesy of the prefect, we shall grant you this favor, Jack Gelder. And we get some extra cosmite, which is awesome. And now we can come over here and take these guys on. So they have a plasmoid, an owl, and a trooper. Should not be an incredibly difficult fight for us. I think we want to hug the pug, so to speak. It does have buffs for us. They bunched up a bit. I don't think we can get them with, what does this do? Wide laser array. Focus laser array, and then we also have the grenade. These shield units always seem like they're going to be tough to use. Blur clouds are cool. We have healing charges. Oh, this looks like a pretty sweet place to hold up for us. Everyone's just a little bit out of range. Let's try and move someone else. Get him in this great cover. Call that good. We can do a blur cloud. We'll wait and see who we want to use that on. Someone who's a bit out of position, perhaps. Okay, we have no good targets. So let's just go defense mode. And then we can use this bike to try and flank. We have no range to do anything. So let's just guard ourselves. Let's go into guard mode. And we can use a blur cloud. Keep accidentally hitting the wrong buttons. Let's use a blur cloud on our guards here. And I think that's it. I don't like the direction some of us are facing. We've kind of got like our flanks exposed. He's gonna grenade us? Yeah. They blew a hole in the wall, and these guys came running right in.
Operations available.
I almost can't even believe that. let's hold off on this. Because I think that we're kind of screwed because they're in melee with us now. But we did cancel their melee overwatch, which is good. So let's heal them. Wow, can we one-shot this thing?
Enemy
Wow,
destroyed.
because he had his flank exposed to us. That's great. Let's move up here. So these attacks, I don't fully understand them. Stab the target with this unit's spear. Bypasses all of their resistance. Shield charge. We could charge here and take its place, so it won't be like immediately on us. Did that damage all of us? It looked like it did. That's crappy. Nope, can't do that. Can't do that either. So let's use our targeted missile array and kill some of these. You know what, maybe we can. Let's move into like a better position, perhaps? Try and understand how this works. So if we move here, so it does one space in front. Perfect. Alright, this is what I want to do. I want to check this attack out. What is all this backlash stuff? Lash out, backlash. When damaged, this unit pulses fire around itself. Ah, man, you don't want to get in melee with these things at all. That's awful.
Enemy destroyed.
God, that sucks. Even just attacking them is awful.
Enemy down.
Well, they're done. We learned a lot about those things.
Our
Plasmoids are
forces are
brutal.
victorious.
Sending those dudes into melee. I'm assuming we'll probably be able to build some of these at some point. I don't know. But we've done it, I guess. It's kind of a weird spot to put a colony when we're at the top of the world. But maybe we'll be able to expand, just completely expand outward from here. Let's stay inside of our area, that way we get increased regen. And we have leveled on her, so that's good. What are we going to take on her? Void bullets? I like that. Fired from cover. That's not quite as relevant if she's going to be staying inside of a vehicle. I like just increasing her HP even more. Give her range specialists. And void bullets. Just make her more deadly. From ranged. Deadeye. Yeah, I like that. Confirm. Okay. So she just became a lot more deadly. And we now have our air
I'm never
core.
more free than when I can unleash hell on the enemy from the skies above. We fly free. We fight free. We die free. Viracolo, Vanguard pilot.
I feel you, man. So now we can make a gunship. That sounds pretty sweet. And if we push our research, we can go all the way to tank core. I don't think we need to do that. All of these different tactical operations, but we can't. I love the idea of having security drones in our area. Let's research it, even though I don't think it's going to be something that we can actively use, sadly. Another battle. We've got quite a ways away until we can actually make some of the stuff we're trying to make, like the Echo Walker and the gunship. Pug is coming. We've got this being built. Do we have any areas that we own that are not currently being upgraded to their fullest potential? So upgrade sector here is important. We can either make a civil engineering guild or a military engineering guild. This increases our, or reduces our production cost for colony structures. And it also will add production for every building that we have. And this allows the units that we produce to come out with armor once it's fully upgraded. So, I mean, that's really cool. I mean, I generally would value making more resources over having slightly stronger units. If we're rich, we can just pump out as many units as we want, and our production's high. Let's attack these guys. Let's do auto combat. It's the little bugs. And we got some rank increases, which is cool. And our commander leveled up again. We've got 6 skill points to use. Air commander. Coordinated strike. Mark an enemy unit for your forces to focus on. The target is 40% easier to hit. I like dig in because he's on foot. And I could see a time where we want to make sure that he doesn't get sniped. Giving him 3 resistance to what I think is like the psionic attacks might be good. I also love the idea of him being able to teleport. And then Watchman. Let's get Watchman, Iron, Discipline, and Dig In. I think those are pretty cool. He has no mods. That's crazy. We need to give him some mods. Just make him jacked and tan. Give him the ability to heal. He has no shields right now. I would like to give him some. This gives him shields and evasion. He does use laser weapons. But this will give him another like 20% evasion. And another armor. Let's give him a damage buff. This is pretty expensive, but I think it's fine. Now where do we go? Well, we do still want to come up here because we are going to end up annexing this place, hopefully, soon. How far down is the production? Not far. Okay. And can we now try and negotiate a defensive pact? Fair deal, it says. Okay. We can ask them for more things. I'm not familiar enough with the diplomacy. No. Let's send this proposal, see if they accept it. Yeah, so we get a little bit of free energy out of it. We definitely want to be doing that whenever we can. And let's see what the next step is an alliance. So maybe in 3 turns we'll be able to do that with them. So very good. I just feel like we're doing what the game wants us to do. We're expanding in kind of some weird ways right now to try and do this this quest. But I think most of the actual like quests in the game want us to explore pretty far. Yeah. We get a tank laser whenever we have an alliance with them. So as we increase our food income, we need to make sure we have enough happiness to sustain them, which is why we build those centers in every place that we have. We have 11 happiness here. We need to build one of these as well. Once again, another choice between agricultural export center. Let's get the bioengineered food plantation. And we can go ahead and intern. A lot of small armies here on our border. Don't really like that. What would you like us to do? Ravages of Time. As the last heirs of the Star Union, it is one of the many duties of the Paragon to uphold the cultural and technological legacy of our ancestors. We have witnessed the decline of the Dark Age and must commit ourselves to favor those few that show they can still be knowledgeable and civilized people in this rotten era. The question is, Jack Gelder, will you be one of them? So, I think, do they want 200 of our production? They're going to give us a soldier. Quantum gain is done.
You won't believe how paranoid you become once you finally glimpse the future and all the possibilities that hinge upon individual choices.
I do believe. I think if I knew the future and every different possibility, I would be stressed out. Yeah, we just don't have any of these doctrines available. Let's do area surveillance. It's an Empire upgrade. Unlocks capability rankings shown in the Empire task interface. Capability is visible for your Empire and its allies. Okay, let's see what that's all about. It only takes 2 turns to make. We have a lot of things to do. So this is a quest. We're pretty loaded up on things that we need to get done there. It'll be several turns before we complete it if we wait on that. Let's just get that going. I don't think happiness is as big of a deal as it may seem. We cannot annex this yet to anywhere. But we can come over here and try and gather these resources, see what's in these other locations.
As a reminder of weapons of mass destruction that were deployed in the past. They have a sector-wide effect on any armies in their sector, both on the world map and in tactical combat in that sector.
Okay, so it's actually telling us right here, a hazard can be removed using the remove hazard operation while a unit is standing on top of it. Research must be conducted to unlock this operation. Check out all the negatives from owning a place with a geothermal instability. Every 2 turns in combat, you take damage. Wow. And you lose your map regeneration. Yeah, I don't even want to go in there. And definitely don't want to fight in there.
Production ready.
So we have produced our first pug. Where's Jack? Let's go over here and collect these resources. It's not a lot, but it's something. And we'll bring the pug up to come and hang out. How many turns until we can annex? Something about this, like, I still don't understand. So 2 turns until we get another colonist. And how many colonists do we need before we can annex another place? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I think we're good on everything. We don't have currently enough influence to ask these people to leave. Oh, there are more of them. Okay. Yeah, we don't even have enough influence to build a forward base.
Production ready.
Alright, good. Now we are currently trying to take care of their buildings or their production. We're out of movement points. And Jack finally has a full squad, so that's good. What did we just discover? That gave us vision over this area down here. The Imperial Energy Complex is a landmark. Okay, that's interesting. Looks like there's some fights up here. There's more cosmite, of which we have plenty. We can take some of these turns to try and make our guys stronger. Who do we want to buff? I like buffing our owls. These guys are so weak. But before we do that, let's buff her. Nanite injector sounds good. Let's give her the interlocking armor. And the injectors. And confirm that. And then we don't want to lose something like an owl while we're way out here. Sure. Just make him that little bit stronger. Good to go. Alright, this is going to be one of those turns where a bunch of stuff is happening. Alright, big events. Now we can, yeah, we can annex multiple places now. That's good. So let's actually just move right back here. We'll annex this place.
Production ready.
We do want to make this and this.
Incoming communication.
So they wanted to negotiate, but it didn't look like they gave us any type of... I don't know, they didn't like actually offer us anything. We should probably ask for something here. Just ask them to give us some cosmite, I don't know. Send proposal. Alright, so we have an alliance. And that's one of our quests. I'm not going to lie, this war of words and treaties is more tiresome than insulting a fortified Outlander base, and should better be left to some diplomats to be fought out. But in the end, what counts is that we finally got our alliance with Wei Zhang. Lieutenant, you look unsettled. Is there something bothering you? You know you can always speak your mind with me. Thank you, Commander, but it's nothing really. No reason to be concerned. Not a solid one, anyway. What is it, Dayu? Just spit it out. Alright, Commander, but you must promise to keep this between us and not embarrass me in front of the squad. Ever since we landed, I've had this eerie feeling that I'm being watched. I can sense that something is off, but no matter how hard I pay attention, I can't find any concrete evidence to support my paranoia. Is this where they teach us about, like, spies and stuff? Some paranoia may be healthy when you're stuck between the battle lines of rogue Vanguard squads and an opportunistic syndicate house. The last few weeks have been rough for everyone. First leaving our past lives behind in cryosleep, now this madness. Just don't let the situation get to you, Dayu. We're all in this together. Thanks, Jack. You're right. It was probably nothing. Build food sectors failed. Oh, no. So it definitely was a one or the other type of thing. And because we did it, we get a tank. So that's something. I was just thinking to myself, how are we going to fill out her squad? And now we have a tank. Pretty certainly an extremely powerful thing that we're going to want to buff the heck out of with mods. We don't want to lose a tank. Upgrade our sector. Okay, we're running low on resources and upgrade spots. Alright, and they don't want a lot of our influence to withdraw. So that's nice, and we'll take the reward from there. We could use some of our influence to build a forward base here, which I think makes it so that we don't have to have an army here. Let's build a forward base just to see how it functions. We haven't done that yet. I'm hoping that once the time comes that we can annex this place, it'll make it so that we don't have to bring an army back up here to annex it. We could just click on here and convert it into another colony. Or not a colony necessarily.
Operations available for priming.
Okay, here we go. So we've unlocked strategic operations for once. We have tactical ones, use them in combat. Strategic ones, I guess, we'll learn more about as we go. So this is a sustained. A monitoring station appears on the targeted hex. The station provides the deploying player with vision for 6 hexes and sensor coverage for 12. The station is concealed and can only be detected by other players with detection or if they move adjacent to it. Monitoring stations are not marked as belonging to any player and can be destroyed by other players without triggering war. Okay. Reveals the location of the nearest unexplored hostile spawner to the target. That's considered a player operation. Let's mess with these deploy monitors. And I guess we can start dropping them all over and see if anyone has any deploying monitors on us. I guess is the idea.
If you want to improve your capabilities, you don't just set a goal, you must also monitor it. Only by carefully watching your progression, guarding against backsliding, can you achieve solid success.
Alright, Rubio.
Tony Rubio
Had enough of that. So, covert infiltration. Okay. We can run operations on other people. We don't really have... I mean, if we wanted to go to war with the Paragons, we could start, like, trying to fake them out. It says, use stolen data and forgery to fabricate a casus belli, or belli, justifying a war against this player. I'm assuming we can use that against the Paragon. For right now, they're just kind of aggravating and asking us to do things for them without much benefit. Gain 2 strategic operation points and 2 tactical operation points. That's cool. What we really want is a doctrine slot. Okay, so yes, we want to get operation effectiveness too. I think this is what we're going to rush. Awaken the planetary core. So these are like win conditions. We could get another hero. That sounds cool. Let's do this first. Does this give us another one? You gain 4 operational defense. I don't know what any of this is. This is crazy. This is 2 turns. 2 turns and we'll be able to make another one of these doctrines like I've been wanting to do. So use a doctrine operation. We'll do that soon and then we'll get 100 energy. Okay. But we do need to annex some places. Whoa, what was that? What the hell? Duao Zhang is dead? They found her night camp harried and with her charred remains still smoldering within the embers of Pyrrhic's fire. Damn it, she even told me herself she felt being watched. I cannot believe that this could happen under my command, but I swear I'm going to find whoever did this and make them pay for their crime. In the meantime, I have a sad duty to mourn for a lost officer and friend. I remember Dayu Zhang on her first assignment. She found a broken owl unit behind enemy lines. She fixed it even though my chief engineer told her it was damaged beyond repair. It took her 3 days, but she did it just to prove him wrong. Duao Zhang fixed things even when they appeared irreparably broken, not just robots but people. I always considered her to be the adhesive bonding composite that held together my crew. That's very cheesy. Worst of all, we weren't even able to retrieve her body. All we have to honor her memory is a charred piece of her hat. And the pain. Beep beep. The robot runs aimlessly into a wall, then stops and rotates its head a full 360 degrees. I know it isn't easy, Tapples. Sit down here with me and pass a moment in quiet and peace to honor the memory of our friend. What the hell? Okay, we made a forward base. Okay, it needs 2 more colonists. I don't know really what just happened. Let's annex this to this place. Quazbeth. Otherwise, I think we're just going to kind of be stuck there. We're going to use their ability to grow to annex there. And we'll use Danlian's one to take Black Moon. And Cool's going to take somewhere else. What about this place? This place has some food production. Let's move down here with the tank. There's no one to stop us. I think it's safe to do that. To spread out just a little bit. And let's bring Jack down. Call that good. So ops ready to launch.
And ready.
So let's launch now. A monitoring station, okay, so we read what it does. Press X to launch the operation. It gives us detection. So now we can see some of their colonies. It will remain hidden in place, supplying us with data. Okay. It was annoying that we were kind of like clicked on Jack while we were trying to do that. It made it kind of confusing. We could see his like movement orders in the background. So we can see it here. It's just like a surveillance, just giving us, I guess, army movements, letting us see if they're, you know, mustering for a big attack on our borders, which makes sense. But we are in an alliance with them, so I'm not really all that worried. And now we have orders to fulfill here. I guess we'll just move down. It would be nice if we could get another hero unit. But I think we're done.
Objective completed.
Alright, and we finished their quest for them. In an act of cruelty that even our victories, we are reminded of our fading perfection. Nonetheless, you have our gratitude and that of our prefect, Jack Gelder. May you live to see the return of the old emperors. May I not. And we're going to get a free soldier, which is cool.
Production
and we now
ready.
have turrets here. So our colony militia power is up to 780 compared to what should still be 480. So we gained 300 power there. I don't think it's being inflated. Oh, who's this? This is a marauder army right outside my gates like that? That's a little weird. Oh, he's a hero. Ace Balin wants to join you. We can examine him first. He's got a purifier gun Oh my god. And thermal grenades. This dude is like a walking flamethrower unit. Man, get on the squad. You are going to head up our other group here. Let's actually travel down this way. Let's group up with the tank. Okay, and our army submerged. We can travel one further. That is sweet. So, we lost our lady. I mean, we put a lot of money into her in mods. We put a lot of cosmite into her. Let's upgrade this sector. Starship Maintenance Bay. So this is like a special thing that we can build because of this. And that gives us special alloy suitable for harsh environment. Mechanical units produced in this colony have +2 resistance to all damage. Wow. We currently can't do any of that because we just don't have the mechanical buildings here necessary to make that happen. Still a pretty cool thing, though. I wonder if we could, like, ask these guys to leave this place so we can annex this. Let's try and do that. We're running close to the end of today's episode.
Production ready.
Okay, we're not making anything here currently. We could make our first gunship. That sounds sweet. I want more heroes. I know we don't have to have heroes in order to, like, build stuff. Or to have, like, our own groups. But I like the idea of having a hero at the head of every army, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's make those upgrades. And actually, let's put the, let's put that ahead.
Machines are costly, but reliable. I can't say that with emotional human capital. There are always costly regrets, unless you breed a psychopath. Drones, however, eliminate many of the nightmares. Strangely, killing through a vid monitor allows the human capital to sleep at night. Lieutenant
Right.
Parker May, Vanguard.
I actually had
Defense
some
Planner.
buddies in the army who were drone pilots. And yeah, they told me some pretty disconcerting stuff. I mean, you would think it's like playing a video game, but I mean, the guys that operate drones, they know. They know that they're killing people. And that, I mean, I don't care who you are, that's got to be hard to sleep at night whenever that happens. Or whenever you're kind of made to do that job. But let's go ahead and select a new research. Okay, this is not the research tab I was going to, but that's okay. We can make an energy blaster. That sounds cool. Tank core. Let's just make all the new stuff and learn about it together. And then society is more what I was concerned with. I wanted to get as many of these doctrines as possible. So let's go into operations.
Operations available for priming.
Bunker buster. So we can just do these all the time. They're costly. Can make security drones. I like having this one active, giving us extra guys that help us defend our territory. Not that anyone's really attacking us, of course. And if someone was, then I guess we would also make something like colony militia. Echo Protocol is one of the ones I was more interested in, seeing how that functions. Preventative surveillance. We can make pinpoint tactical strikes with far greater speed and accuracy. We can use them on the first turn. So we could, like, first turn nuke one of the enemy units with a laser. That sounds pretty cool. We could make it so that all of our buildings cost 20% less production to build. Over the course of a long campaign, I could see that being incredibly important. And we're not doing a lot of quests right now, so the emissary seems a lot less necessary. Let's get the Echo Protocols. And then maybe by the time these are done, we will have the next doctrine available to us. And we'll be able to pick one of the other ones.
Just envision a better life where all the tasks you hate are automated. We don't wish to replace you with a robot. Once it's trained, you'll thank us for eliminating inefficiencies. Dean Newpar, efficiency expert.
Alright, buddy. We've already chosen our next researches. We're good to go in that regard. Let's come down here and see if we can expand. We'll take that sector. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I don't think so. We need to find the ship. And we have a lot of places to explore. I still kind of want to make like an owl. We could remove the owl from here and use it to start scouting and put the soldier into there. I may end up doing that. Just because I think we only need to scout some of these places. Some of them are only like exploration to move the story along. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then, yeah. So, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. We've got a lot of work done. We've expanded our empire. We've grown our economy quite nicely. Our production, or our energy rather, is pretty low, but that's because we're expanding on all fronts. We've got a lot of buildings and things in the queues. We're going to come down here and ask these guys politely to leave. Maybe we can take that location. And so, yeah. In the next episode, look forward to even more expansion. We're going to explore some of the darker tiles. We're going to send out our new hero to go and explore. I wonder if I had used that detection or something near her, if she would have still been assassinated. Zhang, that is. Very interesting to ponder that. I think that was a scripted event and maybe something that was always going to happen. I think they were just teaching us about recruiting new heroes. Maybe they were just getting rid of her because her like relation to the plot has changed. But anyway, that was a little bit confusing, a little bit weird, the way the narrative is going. They gave us a character like that. They gave her backstory and unique items and a unique unit, and then they killed her with a laser. So, I don't know. Seems weird. But, yeah. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. Before I jumped into this episode, I adjusted the audio a little bit. Hopefully it sounds, you can hear a bit more of me, clearer, and a little bit less of the loud music. And, yeah, hopefully, so that's a nice balance. If there's ever any kind of issue like that, audio, visual issue, just let me know in the comments, because a lot of times it looks good on my end or sounds good on my end, and I can't tell the difference until it's actually uploaded to YouTube. And sometimes the quality of the video sounds much different whenever I'm just listening to my own captures as opposed to once it's finally uploaded to YouTube. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Please, if you haven't subscribed and you've been watching my series, I would appreciate it if you went ahead and did that. I don't ask for subscriptions very often. I feel like most people just go ahead and do it when they want to, but I'm still trying to grow my YouTube channel, and I would appreciate every single subscription that I get. I really do. I'm pretty active in the comments. I have a Discord if you guys would like to join. The link will be in the description, and all that good YouTube stuff. But anyway, guys, take care, and have a good day.